It's time for another 20 in my basement. And so what that means is I'm going to pick 3 tasks. I'm going to spend 20 minutes on each task. I'm setting a timer. And one of the reasons this is working for me so well is because it's warm weather. We're into late spring, well, mid-spring. We're going to be heading into summer. I just want to be outside. We have the best weather, but I don't want to lose track of my basement. The basement's like any other area of the house. When I leave it alone, it gets really messy. So I've walked around just kind of considering what needs to be done. Obviously, I got to keep going on the photos. I'm separating out photos, putting them in the boxes for each of my kids to give them. And then once each box is complete, I'll look through, pick out some special ones from each stage, and put a little book together for myself. But for now, I'm just dividing it up. The other thing I would like to do is I noticed that this shelf is really not necessary because everything on this shelf will fit over here on this one. And so I'm going to switch those over, and then I might move this out in this area. I have serious thoughts of putting it right there. And one of the reasons I want to put it right there, have you ever heard on Minimal Mom, what does she call it? A just wait and see box or something, where you put something in a box that you don't know if you want to keep or get rid of. Well, mine's going to be a little bit like that. I want to have a wait and see shelf. Wait and see shelf is where I put things on a shelf I think have potential to leave, but I need to ask another family member, and we have to decide, are we selling it or are we just getting rid of it? I'm all for just getting rid of it. Once in a while I think I'll sell it. Every time I try to sell something, I get no responses. So I am doing something wrong. So unless I have a friend who's good at it, help me, it needs to go. But I do have some of these things like a printer, a microscope, a punching bag, just weird things. And I need my husband to come down with me, but I want to have them all in one spot. So I'm going to have a just in case or wait and see shelf. So I hope that makes more sense. Last time I said, and I meant it, that it would be for things that are leaving so they wouldn't be on the floor, and somebody said, why don't you just get it out? You're so right, which leads me to my third 20 minutes, or I don't know what order I'll do it in. I think I'm going to rearrange things first because I'm just dying to get to it. But I'm going to spend 20 minutes hauling stuff up the stairs and out to my car so that we can get rid of it. Today is a good dump day because it's open from like 12 to 7. So I've already asked my husband if he wouldn't mind coming with me, because we have like a game station and one of his computer monitors that he is getting rid of. And so I like it when he comes, when we have to do special things that you have to pay for. And I don't know, when you talk to the dump attendant, I don't feel that confident yet. So that's what we're going to do. So stay tuned. Think about your storage area. What are 3 tasks that you could tackle 2020? It'll only take you an hour, and then you're done with it for the whole day. This afternoon, you can bet I'm going to be outside, and I have a little makeover spot I'm doing for my husband. I'm going to bring you along for, hopefully, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. You'll see that video tomorrow. But anyway, let's get going in the basement. These are chairs that we use when we have guests. So I'm going to move these chairs over here beside the furnace. I think they're going to fit well, and I can pull this out because we kind of use this when we're doing things outside. So I think this would be better if it was over here. So for now, we're just going to move some things around. There's a box that I need to put away. I had gotten some chemicals out for the yard, and I need to put that away. Whenever I move something out of the way, I always kind of want to sweep there first before I put anything back in, so I need to find my broom. I already forgot to set my timer. So let's take care of that right now. There we go. This is stuff I was getting rid of from the guinea pig stuff. This is good because I need to get my weed whacker out anyway, and this is blocking my weed whacker. Because this afternoon I will be weed a-whacking. Oh, these are stools. Okay, so I have stools that we also use for the island. I don't want to get rid of them because there are times we have a ton of company and I can use these things in the living room as well as the dining room. All right, this is nice and lightweight. I see it has a battery. Let's see where that is. Oh, maybe it's the same battery for the blower. I think it is. Okay. We also have some building supplies I might need to move that we kept so the shelf will fit. So for now, oh, let me put this box away. Figure out where this is going. Honestly, I never thought this was a great place for it anyway. And I don't want to pin this sheetrock against the wall. This bag was also supposed to go and I never got rid of it, so putting it on the stairs to go up. Start right at the bottom here. Some labels, put those with my photos. This should go with decor. This is Yvonne's picnic basket, nice and light. This is also decor, so put that out with decor. Lastly, this heavy cash register. That is Yvonne's. I don't know what she's ever going to do with it. She loved it when she was little, but she's not little anymore. She gets to use real ones. Alright, now this can come out. Oopsies. Sorry. Trying to get it over the cat beds. Look at that. Perfect. In fact, I could put the building materials right here. This is the only thing I'm a little concerned about, but I'm going to put it like this. That way we can get to it. Even though it sticks out, I think it's okay. Let me just take a minute. There's a microscope there. That I could maybe give away from someone who homeschools or something. I could advertise that on Facebook as free to locals. This is a PS3 we're getting rid of. I believe it's broken. And under that is that old monitor we're getting rid of. I don't know if I can carry it up the stairs. My husband might need to do it, but I could at least get it near the stairs. Then I have this Epson printer, and when we listed it, crickets. So I either want to give these things away or donate them, but I need to, this is going to be like, we need to have a conversation about it. Oh, we're still deciding. You know, I don't want to pressure people to get rid of things that they find valuable, but I do need to have them gone or up and out of the way. So up and out of the way until they're gone. When I know it's actually inevitable that it's leaving, it's just a matter of someone's mind kind of coming around to it because I know we don't use it. So I'm going to put them all here, and then I can bring my husband down and I can be like, what should we do with this? What should we do with this? And then we can take action. Maybe I should call this the take action shelf. Ooh, there's an idea. I also have oil paints that Rachel tried to sell. Again, it was crickets. I do have a friend who sells things quite often, and she does amazing. So maybe I'll have her come and help me with it. That's a good idea. I could just do that last one-ditch effort. There's the oil paint. I don't think there's anything else right now we're deciding on. Oh, I need to figure out where we're putting the dolly. All right, so this will help me if I get this tidied up. So this is going over by the stairs. I probably could bring it up one step at a time. All right, so these are snow shovels. So they can kind of go in here in this box. Woo! We won't be using these for a while. Thank you, Jesus. A couple of you have reported snow to me. Good Lord help you. Because I can't even imagine. All right, these can go here. So that looks better. Got a big mess here I need to sweep. Oh, there's my alarm. Good timing, right? So put that in the trash bag. I always have a running trash bag down here. And then I just need to put that dolly somewhere. This is trash. That can go to the dump today. Maybe like this. My husband would like it better this way. Good, good, good. And this is trash. All right, now on to the second 20. What I'd like to do for the second 20 is just do the bringing stuff up the stairs because, and yes, I could have people help me, and I will if I need it, but it is kind of a workout for me. So I do like to have that workout. Man, how about that? I like that. Just, wait and see, talk to people, shelf, my outdoor shelf. So that's looking good. I see 2 paint cans over there that are going to the dump as well. I call it a dump. It's actually a transfer station, so nothing stays there. In fact, our dump sells stuff, so you separate it in the categories. Cardboard, plastic, housewares, yard clippings, trees, leaves, all that. You put them in these broad categories, and then a lot of the stuff they're selling, I don't know how it works, but I know it makes money for our town. All right, this is easy because it's trash. See if I have any other trash. This is trash. So bring these up first because that's easy. Oops. I gotta start my timer. Start. Let me show you. Like if something's too heavy for me, I just keep putting it on the next step. That's how I move it. I got my water so I can take sips in between. Yum, yum, yum. We have the best tap water in Maine. Okay. So this is going. These are my upstairs, so I thought I'll grab them while I'm grabbing. No, you can't just walk right by it. All kinds of recyclables. Okay, so this was stuff that needs to be put away. I'll leave that here. Then I have 2 cap things and paint cans and then a little bit of cardboard, and I'll be done. And I have about 9 minutes left. I'm slow. All right, last one. Ta-da! Okay, so passing the camera. I had 5 minutes left. So I got myself a snack. Peanut butter bar. Optivia, of course. What I'm doing, I'm emptying these photo albums into their boxes. Photo albums are all yellowed. Acid in the air. You know, even acid-free, you're going to get acid in the air. What I do is, because I'm getting rid of these photo albums, if there's pictures I don't want, I just leave them in here. And then Leo's crying, always, because he wants to go outside. And then when I get rid of the album, those pictures are in it, which is fine. So that is what I'm doing. Any that are like, I went to a zoo and took a picture of a giraffe, I am not keeping. Any that are, you know, overexposed in any way, not keeping. There's so many. And what this does really mentally is, as I'm dividing these up, then I'm realizing, oh my goodness, they have a ton. I mean, so I don't get too worried about getting rid of, you know, a couple of photos. You know, I don't get so perfectionist about what I keep, because I recognize we just have so many. And then once in a while I'll find one that's special, like my son plays the drums. And this is him at like, can you see that? It's like 9 months old, banging on a pot. So I'm sending that to him. How Christian got interested in the drums. I think his wife will get a kick out of seeing that too. The great thing about this is doing it this way is, you know, I'll only be keeping a little. And so it's going to be so much easier to find a place in the main house for what I keep, and they won't have to be in a basement anymore, and the kids will all have theirs, and they can do what they want. I'm just going to tell them, these are for you, keep them, throw them away, do whatever you want to do with them, put them on a thumb drive. You know, it's honestly too much work for me. Okay, I need to get my trash bag. That's it for this one. And every time I get through one, I just feel such a sense of accomplishment. So I have my running trash bag, and that will also go with me to the dump today. So that's exciting. You want it to go to the dump, right? All right, now I have this smaller photo album. This is actually one of the better ones I could actually give to someone. I really want to get rid of them all. So now I'm just pulling out 5 million birthday ones of all one birthday party, but again, not my pictures. See, so I know I can easily take a couple of these And honestly, I wasn't that great in putting things chronologically, so that's the hard part. I'm not going to give them to them chronologically. I'm going to look through and pick out what I want, but they're not even going to be chronological, which I kind of feel bad about. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll have the energy to do that, and I just don't realize it. Okay, 5,000 of the same birthday. Probably don't need all of these. Definitely blowing out candles, opening presents. Underexposed pictures, not needed. Aw. I always had my kids in the water as soon as they were born. Everybody loves the water. This one's for me. Whoops. Wrong kid. Oh my. I put these out of birth order. What am I doing? I need to put the oldest kid over here so I won't make that mistake again. You see that? There's my husband. Ooh, that's it for this one. All right. And some of the pockets were actually ripped, so I feel a little bit better getting rid of it. All right, now what do I need? I need to go pick another one. I think I'm just gonna get the whole big, oh, I didn't set my alarm. Oh my goodness. I probably did, what, 5 minutes? So I'll set it for 15. It only works if you set your timer. All right, here we go. That's what I have left, so it's time to get started. So sometimes I get a little discouraged with this particular project, just because it is kind of long term, but then I have to remember myself, to remind myself, as long as it's done before I'm dead, we're good. This is all me and my husband when we were young. I'm going to set that aside. Yeah, take out one of these little ones. Oh yeah, winter, winter chicken dinner. Just, you know. Actually, I think these ones that had like the slide in, these held up the best. The sticky ones that had like the sticky paper on the back, those are the ones that are really heavily damaged. I could honestly keep these, but honestly, if it was all one kid, I would. But it's not, so I won't. Some of these have faded over the years, so they might have been good quality, but they're not good quality now. So I feel pretty comfortable to just get rid of them. My grandson, Nolan, has really gotten into hockey. So there was a picture of Tyler with a plastic hockey stick playing. So I thought, oh, I'll take a picture of that and send that on. Text that because Nolan would probably love to see that his daddy loved to play hockey too in my kitchen on the floor. I wish I still had that stuff. Well, that's it for that one. That wasn't too bad. A little tricky getting them out of the sleeve. I feel like just ripping the sleeve probably wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. Honestly, it would be easier. Well, maybe not. I'll tell you, those days where you had to develop film, you just didn't realize your lighting was poor. And so you get these pictures that are just dark. I gotta put something on to get me through. So I'm gonna cue music. If I haven't already.
drainage for your flowers, and you use less
No music, let's just chat for a minute. So I put on Jody Dunn and she got me through, man. I had like 7 minutes left when I put it on and it went by so entirely fast. She's out there working in her yard, putting in flowers, and that's what I want to do this afternoon. So it was motivating. So I'm kind of motivating myself for the next thing while I finish up the thing that I'm on. And, you know, I like to chat with you guys, and I know you like it when I do things in real time. So I was trying to do that, and then I thought, okay, I am just at a point where I really don't want to do this anymore. And so I'm going to watch something. I do love visiting with you, though, don't get me wrong, but I had run out of things to say. You know, if there's damage to the photo, it goes. You can be so picky. If it's a bad pose of someone, you know they're not going to appreciate it, it can go. When you see so many pictures, it does give you freedom. My battery died. So by the time I got upstairs, got my battery, you could see. Yay! It's over! All right, let's see what we got done in our 2020. Shout out to me because I have one. These were all packed when I first did this. And I'm just noticing this lamp. This is another item I can put on my Let's Talk About It shelf. I think we should get rid of it, but it is a beautiful lamp. There's nothing wrong with it. I could ask the girls if they want it in their bedroom. As I just put it there, can we just talk about this area? Wow, what a transformation. This is where you've always seen piles of boxes and bags that were going out, and now look. Progress is definitely being made. You know, I got that left to do because that shelf and that shelf were just full of photo albums. I'm pretty sure this whole shelf was photo albums. And now look, I just have this one box left. This is really helping me because it's not a time of the year I want to be decluttering, but it is a good time because it'll be cooler in the basement on hot days. So I definitely have some hope that things are going to happen this year. And as I'm down here, I see this is an area that really needs some work. So I feel like this whole area here needs my attention. So this is my reminder to myself to get over here and get going on that. Here is also the final tally on what I got to go to the dump today. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped and motivated you. And subscribe if you're new. We do so many things. Like I'm going to be gardening in the afternoon. I'm going to be setting up a whole area for my husband with his hammock and making it really nice for him. And you'll hopefully see that tomorrow. Remember, as always, God loves you and I love you too. And I can't wait to see you next time.